Hi folks, welcome to part 4 of this series on the Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update. There are a couple of major gameplay changes, which I'll cover first, and then I'll rapid fire off some of the smaller changes which 1.17 brings. Alright, I mentioned this in part 3, but the metallic ores, iron, gold, and copper, now drop a raw metal item instead of the ore block. This item is then smelted to get the ingot, so it's functionally the same as before. You can also craft raw metal into a new decorative block. By default, each metal ore drops 1 raw metal, but there is a chance to get 1 additional raw metal per level of fortune. Of course, you can still get the ore block with a silk touch pick. Next up is Shulker regeneration. Ever since Shulkers came out, we've been wondering if Shulker shells would eventually become renewable, and now they technically are. If a Shulker is hit by a Shulker bullet, a new Shulker will be spawned. It's kinda tricky to farm though, because the Shulker tries to teleport away when this happens. But there are already Shulker farms which have been designed in the snapshot versions. The last major change has to do with Cauldrons. In addition to water, Cauldrons can now be filled with lava and powdered snow. Lava and water can be collected from underneath of pointed dripstone, and powdered snow can be collected during snowfall. For more on that, check out part 3. In my opinion, this is actually a pretty big change because it makes lava a renewable resource. Alright, coming up is a handful of smaller gameplay changes which I'll just list off as fast as possible. Rails and minecarts can now be placed underwater. Signs can be clicked with glow ink sacks to make glowing text. Path blocks can now be made with dirt, and a handful of other blocks. Shulker boxes and the upcoming bundles now drop their contents when destroyed. Basalt can now be smelted into smooth basalt. Getting out of a boat now puts you on land. Vines can now be instant mined. Squids and glow squids can be leashed. Anvils no longer throw your item when breaking. Mineshafts sometimes spawn with chains and oak pillars. Beacon beams are now visible from really far away. End portals are now visible from underneath. Firework rockets can now be crafted from the recipe book. Lava is now transparent in spectator mode. And finally, mobs no longer attack each other in peaceful mode. Alright, the rest of these changes are not really gameplay related, but I thought they were worth mentioning. There is a new dark Mojang logo which can be turned on under accessibility settings. The Redstone tab in creative mode has been rearranged. Multiplayer servers can now force you to use a resource pack. Holding down space now speeds up the end screen, and holding down control space speeds it up even more. 2 new game rules were added. One controls freeze damage, and the other controls night skipping. With the second one, you can change how many players have to sleep in order to skip the night, or you can turn off night skipping entirely. Alright, that was it for gameplay changes. Check out the next video for all the hidden features which were added to 1.17.